allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Donovic. That has even more relevance with where you're coming from. So thanks for your service to our country. Welcome to the 1914th regular meeting of the Livonia City Council. This is a voting meeting. Minutes of this meeting will be approved at the next regular meeting scheduled to be held on Monday, February 22nd, 2021. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Councilmember Donovic,
Here.
Councilmember Jolly,
Present, Livonia, Michigan.
Councilmember Toy,
Here, Livonia, Michigan.
Vice President Barr,
Here in Livonia, Michigan.
Councilmember White,
Here, Livonia, Michigan.
Councilmember McCullough,
Present, Livonia, Michigan.
and President McIntyre is due any minute, right?
That's correct. Yeah, President McIntyre should be joining us shortly. I'm just getting things rolling for us here. Next, we'll go to the presentation of the minutes for the 1913th regular meeting of the council, which was held on January 25th, 2021.
Move to approve.
Or
Okay, moved by Jolly, supported by Toy. Clerk, please take the roll. Or not the roll, take the vote.
Councilmember Donovic,
Aye.
Councilmember Jolly,
Aye.
Councilmember Toy,
aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember McCullough,
Aye.
Vice President Barr.
Aye. And the minutes are approved. Okay, with that, we'll go to any council personal announcements, tributes to recognition. But actually, before we do that, I believe Councilman Jolly has a list of city retirees. Jim, if you want to read those now.
Thank you very much. As the council representative on the pension board and the retirement board for the city of Livonia, this is my privilege to do this. We as a council and as a city would like to congratulate Derek Washington at Personal Analyst 2 from Civil Service, retiring with 27 years of service. Kevin Church, Fire Captain, retiring with 25 years of service. And Lori Anderson, a Program Supervisor with the Police Department, retiring with 10 years of service. Congratulations and best wishes from all of us, and we hope you enjoy your retirement. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other tributes or announcements from the council? Councilwoman Toy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to give our condolences to the Harry Binder family. He was an intricate part of our city for many, many years. Harry lived over on Inkster Road in the south end of town, was on our water commission for many years, and he had problems with electrical lines in his backyard, and he made it known, him and his wife Carol, when they had a problem, he was right there. But when any of us ever needed him on the council, he was also right there for the city and for the council people. So if I may ask for just a few moments of silence for Mr. Binder, I'd really appreciate it. He was an integral part of our city, and as I said, served on the Water and Sewer Commission. God bless. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you, Councilwoman Toy. Anyone else have any announcements or tributes tonight?
If I may.
Yes, Councilwoman Toy.
I don't mean to refer to Councilman McCullough, but Councilman McCullough, were you going to do your recognition?
Thank you, Councilmember Toy. Over probably, I want to say about the last, probably a week ago, the community lost Angie Hillman, who was the director of the CAPA program, also a very long-time teacher with Livonia Public Schools. I know personally, as being a grad from Livonia Franklin, she meant a lot of, an immense amount to a lot of people and students. To this day, she was very selfless, and it's someone that is going to leave a big void on the city. So if we could take a quick moment of silence for Angie Hillman as well.
All right. Thank you, Councilman McCullough, for that. Any other announcements from council? Councilwoman Toy.
Sorry, I just wanted to make a comment about Angie Hillman as well, if I may, Mr. Chair. Her father, many of you know, John Hillman, served on several of our commissions in our city. He was an appointee of the McCann family for many years. And I knew Angie when she was a little girl and her sisters, and they would patronize our store as well. And it's a huge loss for the city, as Councilman McCullough has pointed out. And those of you that know the family, they're grieving, and we wish them our best wishes. And I also want to remind, I'll wait till Council President gets back at the end of the meeting, but I want to offer a resolution as relates to one of my committees. But I'll do that at the end of the meeting, Mr. Chair. Thank you so much.
I'm back.
Oh, is she back? Can I offer it now then?
Yeah, and then I have some announcements, but you go ahead.
Oh, are you sure? Okay. Madam President and others, we are.
Scott's still presiding, but
Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry, Scott. Mr. Chair, if I may, then I wanted to offer a resolution for our meeting that will be on February 24th. It's the Environmental Public Safety Committee, and we would like to look at, I've discussed with the Vice Chair as well, the sustainability that we have in our city. They would like to give us an update. So I would just like, if council would mind putting that on our agenda for that evening as well. I'd appreciate it. So I think I need support on that.
I'll support.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Toy, can you repeat what the item is that you're adding on there, please?
The Greenleaf Sustainability Committee, they want to come in and also make a report to our committee.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second.
An update.
Any discussion on that item? Okay, with that, Madam Clerk, if you want to take the vote.
are we waiting on the clerk?
I'm right on, just a second.
Sorry.
Councilmember Donovic,
Aye.
Councilmember Jolly,
Aye.
Councilmember Toy,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember McCullough,
Aye.
President McIntyre,
Aye.
Vice President Barr.
Aye.
Thank you, Council.
Okay, any other announcements? I actually have one, and then maybe I'll use this, I'll say mine, and then I'll use that as the opportunity to pass things back over to President McIntyre for the rest of the meeting. So I just want to wish a very happy birthday to my son, Caden, who turned 15 since our last meeting. And happy birthday, Caden. He always loves it when I do this publicly and show him the video later. So I didn't want to let him down this year. With that, I'm going to virtually pass the gavel over to Council President McIntyre, as she has something I think she wanted to share tonight. So.
Yes, thank you very much, Vice President Barr. Members of council, apologize for the slight delay in my arrival this evening. Just a couple of things. I am wearing red today in honor of, and there's some confusion as to whether today or Friday was Women's Heart Health Day. And just a reminder to everyone, I think it's great that women have a Heart Health Day, but I think that it's very important for everyone to remember heart health, and it's a good reminder about taking care of our hearts, knowing our health numbers, and just being mindful that heart attacks still remain one of the remaining causes of death of Americans, and sometimes people have heart disease and they don't know it. Also, I do not know if, and I apologize if someone already has announced that we are celebrating Black History Month. Is that already been announced?
No.
All right, well, February is Black History Month, and there are a lot of programs available to residents of Livonia and residents of other cities involving the arts and culture, and I'd just like to make note of that, and hope that everyone has an opportunity to take advantage of some of the great programming. This year's a little bit different because of the we don't have nearly the venues for arts and culture that we normally do, but I know that the DIA is doing a lot of online programming and other organizations are as well. And I would like to also take this opportunity to announce one rezoning, a public hearing that will be held on Monday, March 1st, 2021. We have one X item at the end of this meeting. And also birthday, Jacob Rushlow is our Superintendent of Public Services. He is celebrating a birthday on February 9th, which is tomorrow. And Mr. Jolly, Councilmember Jolly, did you already announce the retirees?
I did.
All right, thank you. So at this time, we go to the introduction of the department heads. And again, it's always a little bit tricky doing this on Zoom, so I go in the order that I see people on my list. We have our Director of Information Services, Casey O'Neill. We have our Director of Governmental Affairs, LaShawn Thomas. We have our Director of Planning and Economic Development, Mr. Mark Taramina. We have Paul Bernier, our City Attorney. We have Sarah Kasperwich, the Manager of the Council Office and the Council Affairs. We have Susan Nash, our City Clerk. We have Mr. Todd Zielinski, our City Engineer. All right, now I got to flip over to my other list. We have Brandy Isaacson, our Director of Housing. We have Fire Chief David. Let's see. We have former Mayor Jack Engelbrecht. Good evening, former Mayor Engelbrechtson. We have David Varga, our Director of Administrative Services. Let me keep scrolling down here. We have our Treasurer, Linda Scheel, and let me keep going here and see if I'm missing anybody else. I think that is it. Council, do you see anyone that I've missed? All right, seeing none, and a little, I guess, a little break in normal agenda, and I don't know if this has already been done. Has anyone wished the mayor, our current mayor, wished her well?
No.
Very exciting announcement was posted on Facebook, I think over the weekend, by our mayor, Maureen Miller-Brosnan, that she has become engaged to a very lucky gentleman, and details will follow. But we're very, very happy for them and wish them. And I think she said that they have 7 children combined, but very happy for those 2 families and very, very happy for our mayor. All right, at this time, yes, Councilmember Toy.
I'm sorry, I forgot a person that I'm supposed to announce, and that was Lori Marie Key was the young woman that was invited for the memorial service for our now President Biden and our Vice President to sing Amazing Grace. She's from St. Mary's Hospital, has a lovely, lovely voice, and did an outstanding job at that COVID memorial performance she did of Amazing Grace. And we want to congratulate her. And I know we're preparing a resolution to send to her from all of us and the mayor. And so that'll come to her in the mail since we all can't get together right now. So we congratulate her and are very proud that she put as well St. Mary's Hospital in Livonia, Michigan on the map for our new president. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Toy, and I believe that you're correct. That is ready to, the commendation, I think, is signed and ready to go. At this time, we go to audience communication, and as we always do, we will ask our council parliamentarian, the Honorable Kathy White, if she would please review the rules for audience communication.
Absolutely. Members of the public audience at the meeting shall not speak until they are recognized by the chair. Each person recognized by the chair to address the council shall identify himself or herself by name and, if appropriate, group affiliation. A person addressing council on an item on the agenda shall be limited to 2 minutes unless the period of time is extended by a majority of the council present, and shall be recognized to speak prior to council's consideration of the item. There will be an audience communication section of not more than 30 minutes duration at the beginning of all council, regular, and study meetings where citizens may address the council. There will also be an audience communication section at the end of all regular and study council meetings where citizens may address the council on any matter that is not on the agenda of that meeting. Citizens who wish to expand upon their remarks will be asked to reduce the matter to writing and submit it to the city clerk, and such item may be placed on a future council study session for further consideration. A person addressing council under the audience communications portion of the agenda will be limited to a total of 3 minutes at each study or regular meeting unless the period of time is extended by a majority of the council present. A citizen may address the council once during audience communication. If the citizen has addressed the council during the first audience communication period at the beginning of the meeting, the citizen will not be permitted to address the council again during any audience communication period at the end of the meeting. Anyone addressing the council shall make responsible comments. Personal, impertinent, slanderous, or profane remarks are not permitted, and anyone causing a breach of the peace may be removed from the council meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilmember White. And with this, we go to audience communication. If there was anyone joining us this evening who would like to address the council on any item not on this evening's agenda, now is your opportunity to do so. And you may raise your virtual hand, or I believe it's press *9 on your phone if you're joining us by phone to address the council. All right, calling once, twice, and final, oh, there we go. Good evening to the phone number ending 0603, and you should be able to unmute yourself and address the council. Trying to get you unmuted here. There we go. Good evening. Oh. We had you for a minute. I'm sorry, it's #6 to unmute. There we go.
Are you there?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. I'm sorry about that technical difficulty. Yes, my name is Dustin Donegan. I'm a great grandson of the Sherwin and Jean Boyd Hill, who happened to be the Hill House, in your historical park. I don't have time to stay for the whole meeting, but I do understand that there is a part that for the caretaker's house. I would like to comment on that before I depart the meeting.
Please go ahead.
Is this the time, or do I need to wait?
No. This is your time, and the clock is running. You have 3 minutes, and so please go ahead, and we appreciate you joining us this evening.
Okay, again, thank you all for doing your part and keeping Livonia beautiful. Again, my name is Dustin Donegan. I am the great grandson of Sherwin and Jean Boyd Hill. I've been watching the city council meetings and understand that the servants' quarters, or Hubert and Agnes's place, which I referred to, is going to be repurposed to a museum. I'm not sure if that was the original intent of the house being stated as a historical monument. I don't know if that's has anything to do with being able to change its use. I believe that my great-grandparents would object to it. They would want to honor the past of the people that helped them successfully run that farm for many years. My concern when I see this happening is, well, where does it stop? Does it stop at that servant's shed, or does it stop at the Blue House, or does it stop at any of the other historical markers on that property to where we change the purpose of it? I'm not sure that that's the right road to go down preserving history. I just want that to be heard and certainly considered if this is going to be something that is voted on. It certainly needs to be considered the precedence that's being set.
Thank you very
And
much.
I believe, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, and I mean, that's basically what I have to say. I'm hoping that we decide against it. You know, I'd like to focus more on the farm project than something to that degree. Anyway, that's all I have, and I certainly appreciate everybody's time and efforts to keeping the place great and keeping the historical park the way it is. Anyway, that's all I. Thank you.
Mr. Donegan, just for the, if you don't mind, for the record, do you mind giving us your address?
3847 Miller Way South. That's in Bloomfield.
All right. Thank you for your call this evening, and we appreciate it. And I just like to address what Mr. Donegan brought up for anyone who's listening. Any changes to anything at Greenmead having to do with repurposing a building or any project over $15,000 would need the approval of City Council. And so we are far, far away, I believe, from that. We understand that a donation was made to Greenmead or offered to Greenmead from the estate of Bob Hardy's. And I believe that has been accepted, the donation has been accepted, but nothing at all has come to the council regarding any formal plans for Greenmead, but thank you. Does anyone else from the community, would they like to address the council? All right, calling once, calling twice. Last call for audience communication. All right, seeing none, we will proceed with the agenda. I'd like to let everyone know that we have and this is under reports from the mayor and other city officials, we have a communication from the Department of Finance dated January 8th, 2021, forwarding quarterly investment report for the city of Livonia as of November 30th, 2020, and would like to respectfully suggest that that item be received and placed on file for the benefit of the city council. And at this time, we move ahead with the consent agenda. And the consent agenda, the items on the consent agenda, none of them are, it's not that any of them are less important than any others. They are voted on as one item because in our last study meeting, they were determined not to have been controversial in nature. Would anyone like to offer a motion on the study?
Madam President, I'll offer an approving motion for the consent.
All right.
Support.
Support from Council Member Barr. And Madam Clerk, would you please take the roll call vote on that?
Councilmember Donovic,
Aye.
Councilmember Jolly,
Aye.
Councilmember Toy,
Aye.
Vice President Barr,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember McCullough,
Aye.
President McIntyre.
Aye. And the consent agenda is approved unanimously, all 7 members of council. With that, we continue with the agenda to unfinished business. Item number 15 is a proposed amendment to the zoning ordinance number 543 is amended. This comes to us from the Department of Law regarding petition 2020-09-06-02 to amend section 31.03 uses permitted to expand the list of permitted uses to include beneficial forest management practices such as the removal of invasive species and selective trail construction in accordance with the city's master parks and recreation plan and the non-motorized transportation plan known as Livonia Bike Walk. And this was originally Council Resolution 12-21. Council.
Madam President,
Yes, Vice President Barr.
I'll offer first reading on this ordinance.
All right. Thank you. Vice President Barr has offered first reading on this ordinance change. With that, we move on to item number 16. This is a request to waive the city's noise ordinance. This comes to us from Victoria and Denise Garands to host a country music performance with a sound system in the backyard of their home located at 32915 Illinois Street on Friday, April 30th, 2021 from 6:30 p.m. to approximately 7:45 p.m. Council?
So moved.
Support.
Support from Vice President Barr. And I believe we have the petitioners with us. There we go. To mute yourselves.
Maybe.
Yes.
Hi, this is Victoria. The last city council meeting that we were at, you guys wanted us to follow up with the neighbors and just make sure that they were all okay with what was going on that night, and they all approved. They're all good with it, so.
Madam President.
Yes, Vice President Barr.
Thank you. Victoria, thank you for doing that. It's a good courtesy, especially when we're doing something like this, and it's pretty routine for us to approve these as long as that step has gone through. So I really appreciate doing that, and I appreciate you coming tonight. And look forward to approving this for you. I hope you have a great time.
Absolutely. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you. And any questions from council? Anyone from the audience who wishes to comment? All right, seeing none. Madam Clerk, would you please take the vote on this item 16, the request to waive the city's noise ordinance?
Councilmember Donovic,
Aye.
Councilmember Jolly,
Aye.
Councilmember Toy,
Aye.
Vice President Barr,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember McCullough.
Aye.
President McIntyre.
Aye, and the noise ordinance waiver is granted, and Victoria and Denise, enjoy your party, and we're sure that your neighbors will enjoy being invited as well. So thank you very much, and we wish you good weather and a great event.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. With oh, I'm sorry, I missed. Okay, no, that was our one hand up. Okay. With that, we move along to new business. This is item number 17. This is acceptance of grant of easement. This comes to us from the Department of Law for water mains secured without monetary consideration from the Livonia Distribution Center, 12200 Middle Belt Road in the southwest quarter of Section 25. This is parcel ID number 46-099-99-001-001. It was 0001-001. Council.
Madam President,
Council or Vice President Barr.
I'll move approval.
Support.
Was that Councilmember Donovic?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is there any discussion? Any questions? Would anyone from the audience like to comment on this item? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, could you please take the vote on this acceptance of the grant of easement?
You're on mute.
Oh,
She's,
Sorry. No.
you're taking a vote.
Councilmember Donovic,
Aye.
Councilmember Jolly,
Aye.
Councilmember Toy,
Aye.
Vice President Barr,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember McCullough,
Aye.
President McIntyre.
aye, and the grant of easement is approved by the council.
Motion to suspend the rules, Madam Chair.
Well, I was going to go back to audience communication before we go to X items, to go back to
Oh, okay.
communication. If anyone in the audience would like to communicate with the council, I guess we really should, sorry, my agenda, I don't have my agenda right. We'll go ahead with the X item. So Councilmember Toy, were you offering a motion to suspend?
Sure. Yes, please.
I'll second that.
Support from Councilmember Jolly. Any discussion? None from the audience? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, would you please take the roll call vote on the motion to suspend the rules?
Councilmember Donovic,
Aye.
Councilmember Jolly,
Aye.
Councilmember Toy,
Aye.
Vice President Barr,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember McCullough,
Aye.
President McIntyre.
Aye, and the rules are suspended, and we go to our X items. We have one this evening at X1. This is a request for designations a nonprofit organization. This comes to us from Veronica Cruz, the chair of Livonia Kids and Family, as required by the state of Michigan to obtain a charitable gaming license to allow raffle fundraisers in the future. And this is this is, go ahead, Council Member Toy.
Madam Chair, I'll move X1 for the Livonia Kids and Family.
Okay, do we have support?
I'll support that.
Thank you, President Jolly. And if I understand correctly, the charitable gaming licenses are ordered or requested and granted by the state, but it requires a local or municipality to recognize the existence of the organization as a nonprofit. Is there any discussion on this item?
Madam President,
Yes, Councilmember Jolly.
we obviously should take this opportunity to thank Livonia Kids and Family for all the good work they do in our community. The impact is felt by many, and we all appreciate all the efforts that are made by every member of the organization and the leadership as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Jolly. Councilmember Toy.
Thank you. It appears to me they may be having some kind of fundraiser at some point. Are they here tonight maybe to expound on that, or?
I don't know that we have anyone from the organization.
Okay. No biggie, I just wondered. Okay.
Yeah, that maybe we could ask them to maybe come to a future council meeting just during audience communication and let us know
Sure.
what their charitable gaming event is going to be.
Sure. Give them a little publicity and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Anyone else or anyone from the audience have any comments on this? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, would you please go ahead and take the vote?
Councilmember Donovic,
Aye.
Councilmember Jolly,
Aye.
Councilmember Toy,
Aye.
Vice President Barr,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember McCullough,
Aye.
President McIntyre.
Aye, and the item is approved, and we designate the Livonia Kids and Family as a nonprofit organization. Thank you. At this time, we go back to audience communication. If there's anyone on the in the audience, either zoomed in or phoned in, would like to address the council on any matter that was not on this evening's agenda, now is the opportunity to do so. And I will call once. I will call twice. Final call for our second session of audience communication. And seeing none, I could entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Madam President.
Support.
Support from Councilmember Toy. And I believe, unless anyone indicates objection, that we safely show 7 on that. And with that, we are adjourned at 7:33, and we will reconvene at 8 p.m. for the study meeting. Thank you.